Running it back to the back to the back to the bank today. Running it back to the back to the back to the bank today. Running it back to the back to the back to the bank today. Running it back to the back to the back to the back to the back. Running it back to the bank today. Baby, I feel it relaxed today. Gotta go try to relax today. Whoa, whoa. Gotta fill out all my apps today. Cry from my.
Welcome to the DMV's Vibe Podcast. I am Miss Pink.
And I feel a swagger.
And today we have special guest, none other than Mr. Davon Fleming himself in the building with us.
What's up, everybody?
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yes, so I've heard your vocals because I have attended y'all church, so I have heard your vocals, heard you going off last Sunday.
A little bit, just a little bit.
But for those of you who may not have seen you or familiar with you, can you talk a little bit about your music background?
Okay.
And tell us where you're from.
Well, if you don't know me, it's Davon, the big one. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, short of. Although this is the DMV situation, we do love it. But I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, Park Heights to be exact. I've been singing since the age of 3, professionally since the age of 7. Got my singing starting in the church. You know, most singers kind of do have that foundation of church. So I've been singing in church all my life. After high school, I did a show called Sunday's Best and kind of like catapulted my little career situation. And then
it's not little.
Well, you know, at that time it was given very much, you know, we're going, like I was known locally and like in different cities and stuff like that, but I didn't have like that mainstream platform just yet. So I did Sunday's Best. I made it on the show with season 3. Shout out to Leandra, love you, baby. It didn't go the way I expected to. In my head, I didn't know, fresh out of high school, I didn't know that there was more to the music industry other than just singing. There are a lot of politics and a lot of business stuff that you don't understand, but we'll get into that later. But after that show, it didn't really go as planned, so I took some time to actually learn the business. I didn't want to be like an artist who just sung, was a good singer, didn't really know what was happening. So a few years later, I had the opportunity to tour Italy and Switzerland. And then right after that tour, The Voice came to Baltimore to audition peoples. And I'm not a person that's going to like go travel to go audition, especially not no TV stuff, just because my first experience wasn't the best. But I knew this time I was much more business savvy with no expectations. By this point, I was very much 25 at the time. Damn. I was, you know, coming into my own. And I knew who I was, so I wasn't really going to look for validation. I was just, hey, y'all in Baltimore. I'm going to take some of my singer friends. We're going to go sing and maybe laugh at some people who can't. And, you know, just have a good time. So we did that with no expectations at all. I ended up making on the show, meeting Jennifer Hudson, and we hit it off from the jump. We got really close, built a relationship from mentee to mentor, and then after the show we stayed close and became friends, and then shortly after that I became one of her background singers, and I've been singing background for her since 2018. And along those lines, I've been able to travel. I've been to Italy, Germany, Switzerland. God has been faithful. So, you know, now that we have the platform to really do some things that we want to do, so I've just been able to sing and also teach music as well. I have the keys to Baltimore City. Shout out Baltimore. So the main thing is my thing was not just being a person who sung, but being able to come back and give back to the community and show what real what artistry is, you know? And it's not just about singing, but it's about coming back for your community and uplifting those who are aspiring, who may want to do what you're doing, whether it's music or anything else. My goal was to always just to uplift and inspire people.
What has been the biggest reward you would say on your journey?
The biggest reward? So many great things have happened, you know, but I would say just being able to be in the room and having my name in the room before I got there. A lot of times we always like, you know, well, what about me? When is it my turn? But I'm a firm believer in seasons and times, and everybody's going to have their turn. So to first wanting to, us dreaming of being in the room on these spaces, to then hear your name has been said in these spaces, and then you're at the table. And now you're a familiar face where people know your name and they know you for your work, as well as your integrity and stuff like that. So I think the biggest reward is just being in the rooms with these artists or celebrities, whatever we call them. To me, I always look at people as just people, and the world just has the chance to experience their gift. But I'm able to be in these rooms and be my full authentic self and be appreciated for what I do.
What are some of the favorite people that you would say that you got to meet
along along the way, I've met some pretty dope people. But before I even get into who I would want to meet, there's one person I have to shout out, and I love you, and I'll never get to meet you because you're no longer with us. Whitney Houston, if you're listening to me, baby, I love you. But I think she's the only one I felt like, you know how people used to pass out for Michael Jackson and stuff and just be all over the place? I feel like she's the one person I probably would have just...
As a fan,
you know, I would have tried to control it, but I just feel like physically my body, I wouldn't be able to hold it together. But I've met, other than Jennifer, I've met a lot of, maybe some people you don't know, but I'll still name them. Harvey Mason, who's an amazing producer, really big producer in Los Angeles. He's worked with Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, all of the greats. I've actually had the opportunity to work with him. Who else? Method Man, Stephanie Mills. Method Man.
Yes.
I love
man of the century.
One of the coolest people you'll ever meet. And I met him by accident. I met him at The Voice. It was like, close to the semifinals. And he was on set at another stage doing something else and literally just came in our dressing room. And we thinking like, we paid him no mind at first because we just thought somebody was coming in, and then he just started coming out like I'm getting my hair done and stuff like that, and he's just coming up behind people just, what's up and stuff like that. So it's real. I love humble people. Who else have I met? I've been in a lot of stuff, in a lot of places. I met a lot of people at the Grammys. I went to the Grammys. I met a few presidents when I've sung at the White House. People y'all know. Where are black
You just
people?
riding there off like it's something small. That's first of all, we're gonna give you your flowers.
You know, well,
because to be in some of those rooms, some people only dream of.
And that's why I know I'm blessed and I carried a certain type of way. It's like when I go back to saying, like, for me, in my eyes, I'm just a regular ass person from Baltimore who just so happened to make it, kind of make my dreams come true in a sense. And people just happen to like it, and I can share it with the world. I know everybody don't get that chance, but for me, it keeps me humble, and it honestly makes people want to work with you because you're not arrogant, you're not carrying it away, I'm better than you. Oftentimes, if you don't know me and I come in the room, I'm not coming in grand and lavish. I don't need the security and stuff like that, although sometimes we do pull it out for certain events. But for the most part, I live an everyday, regular life. If people ask me or they recognize me, I'll definitely tell them and welcome it, but I've never been a person, oh, look at me, here's what I do you know who I am? No. I think your integrity should speak enough for you.
I didn't know who he was until actually us setting up this interview. I didn't realize how great his career has been.
And we've been going to the same church almost 3 years by chance, too.
Yes, and so I didn't know any of that. And I told him, I was like, you are so humble. You would never know. So, like, when he was sending me the pictures and videos, I was like, oh, I'm in the bed, like, oh, my God. Oh, my God. Like, that's Fantasia. Like, I felt like such a fan. And I tell him, and I've told him this before, that it's definitely an honor to be on the stage to sing with him every Sunday.
Like, she be singing, I don't know Shayla Sawyer, she do be singing on the ones and twos. Get you a good alto. If you need it out there, call her.
So I always take that as such a blessing to be like, you know what? I sing with Davon Fleming every Sunday, y'all. When he sings behind Jennifer Hudson. And like to know, like, I watch Jennifer Hudson, watching Soy Dreamgirls is still one of my favorite musical movies till this day. And so it's just like, it's just such an honor. Like, it's such
stop it. You're making me shy and stuff, and I don't like it. I don't need it. But that did remind me, to go back to the other question, when you said to take it back to other people I met, I just thought about it. I was invited to TD Jake's birthday party a few years ago, and everybody was at that party, so I was able to meet. Now, met LL Cool J 3 times. Once at the White House, once at TD Jake's birthday party, and I was twice at the White House, actually. He was there. Who else are pictures I sent you? Because you said the pictures. I think Fantasia.
It
was, what's the pastor?
Cedric
the
Entertainer.
TD Jakes. I feel like Jamal Bryant was in one of them.
No, what's the other pastor name? That's married to Shawnee O'Neal.
Oh, yes, him.
It was him. Yeah, but it's been some really amazing people, and I'm so blessed that I haven't had a bad experience. I've seen a lot of bad things, but I've been blessed enough to never really fully experience it. So that's good too.
What would you say was your most challenging thing on your journey?
Every day is a challenge because music is changing. And I'm 34 now, so I've become the uncle. I'm Uncle Davon now, so it's given very much. I'm still listening to and appreciating the old the legends and icons like the Billie Holidays, the Donny Hathaways, Aretha Franklin, and Daryl Coley, and those type of singers. For me, it's a different kind of singing. It's a different approach. Songs had meaning and intention back then. It's just my opinion, and kind of a known fact. I mean, a lot of the songs we hear today. Shout out to the artists and everybody who does music in your own right. I think it's great. I think it's amazing. But some of these songs we won't be singing in 20 years. Some of these songs won't be lifelong songs. So the challenge for me has been trying to stay current. And I don't really call myself an artist. I'm just a person who loves music and do music because I don't want to be limited to just one thing. I'm getting into doing voiceovers and more acting and stuff like that. So my goal has always been to just work in the field of music. But when I am doing the artist stuff, it's like you got to stay current with stuff that really isn't good. It's kind of like a gimmick in a sense. So, and more so for commercial success. And you got to decide what kind of artist do you want to be. Do you want to be a commercial kind of artist, or do you want to be an artist who is, making music that's influential and meaningful? Because there's no shade to the commercial artist, but you're going in with the mindset, I'm doing something that I want to be radio friendly, and I wanted to, whatever like that. So that's a challenge for every kind of artist, being able to know what's hot, what's not, setting trends, breaking stigmas and stuff like that, and not having a quote-unquote marketable look, because it is a whole package, which goes back to, it's not just about your singing. It's also about what you look like. It's about if you can sell. You're literally a product, and you have to be okay with kind of like branding yourself and knowing that you're a product, but doing it in a way where you still have integrity.
Yeah. And you see, like, I think with a lot of the newer artists, breakout artists, it's like you can tell there was a change in their music. And it had to be something with not just management, but with the record label.
Very much, it's all a business. So everything's about numbers. I mean, like, it's not like in a time where you had a Motown label or Clive Davis back in the era where we could sell good music. It's more about what can sell. So if it's not really giving revenue, we don't want it, whether it's good or bad. We don't care what it does, as long as it's bringing in money. But I knew something was wrong when I was watching the BET Awards after all these years, and Glorilla won the Gospel Awards, the Bobby Jones Gospel Award. I just said, hey, no shade to Glo, but it's just certain things just doesn't make sense. You're not a gospel artist. There are other gospel artists in that lineup. And a lot of times nowadays what people don't know is you can buy these awards now. Like, if you're a gospel, you can buy a Stellar Award. You can get it, buy a Grammy and stuff like that. So it's not always what you think it is. Perception is everything. So
being the semifinalist on The Voice, what was your experience like on The Voice? Like, in the promo, we used the clip of you just started flowing up there with
because that was the episode I knew I was going home, so I had to sing my ass off for the people. I had a great experience. And by the time, like I said, I had learned the business. I was a person who understood, okay, it's not just about the singing. So I knew, and I've always been a little thickums, but I knew this time around on TV I wanted to present myself image, because I was told on a previous show that as amazing as I sound, it would be hard to market me because of what I look like. And at the time, I was giving Theodore, one of the chipmunks, very much no facial hair. I was young, fresh out of high school. I didn't get it. Baby Ruben stuttered, if you will. But this time around for The Voice, it's like, okay, I want to market and brand myself. And plus, I was already on a musical high, just coming from Germany anyway, doing my first tour. So, like, you can really tell me shit. I was skinny as hell. Not anymore. But I was in great shape, and my voice was cool. And I had no expectations. So my thing was just go on The Voice. But they treated me so well. And whether it was because I was a fan favorite or not, business-wise, I didn't have a problem. Money-wise, I was paid. I was paid lovely. And not just for the show. I was paid for the show, as well as I was able to do a Target commercial. I got paid for that. I'm about to say that, damn.
You did.
I did. Okay, boom.
I saw it.
I did Pitch Perfect movie. They Pitch Perfect 1 and 2. I was able to be on that soundtrack. I paid for that. So anything that was outside the show, because I know the business now, so if it's not labeled NBC's The Voice, anything else that my name or my likeness is a part of, I'm going to get a check from. But they handled us with such excellence. And I think it was more so because they know, as producers, this is showing up. What people don't know about these shows is the celebrities are there for the glamour, for the bringing ratings. Mm-hmm. However, producers make all the decisions for these shows. So, and they have to get good ratings. People got to watch the show. So that's why a lot of people you think may win or go further really don't. But by this time, I had already did a bad show. So I knew, hey, my goal isn't to win. My goal is to utilize the platform. Mm-hmm. and make as many network connections as I can. Just network my ass off. I didn't know me and Jennifer was gonna get close, but that was the best thing that could happen. Outside of her, I only had one bad experience, but that really was more so along the lines of like paparazzi. I didn't know. I mean, we've seen paparazzi and how crazy they get on TV and stuff, but I just didn't think that thinking I'm a regular guy at the time, I didn't know how heavy it was. We were told like after shows, sometimes after filming, different people from newspapers or magazines, paparazzi would come and follow us from the hotel. We would see them like around the hotel taking pictures, trying to have conversations. So production was like, just be mindful and aware. But one night, I'm sleeping, and at this point, me and another contestant were sharing rooms. One night, I woke up and my stuff was everywhere. It's like stuff on the balcony. And I know I wasn't crazy. We was on the first floor, and I told production, I thought it was strange just being on the first floor anyway. Turns out somebody definitely came in our room, went through our stuff while we were asleep. And I raised hell about it because nothing was kind of done when I said it, but then it happened to a Caucasian contestant like maybe 2 days later, and they raised up all hell. And at this point, I didn't give a damn about no voice, no contract, nothing. I felt that was a moment where it's a safety thing, but I'm going to teach you and show you how to respect me, sure or not. And that's by having your integrity and still standing on your foundation over an opportunity. But in those moments, I was able, like, okay, well, I don't know if it was because I was a fan favorite. However, they made the proper reservations and we were moved and stuff like that, but I didn't have a bad experience. As far as me knowing that I was going home, they were moving. They were a little sloppy about it. And again, I wasn't offended because I understand this is TV, and by the mid-season, they're grooming who they want to win up, at least visually to the audience. So for me, if you watch the season at home or anybody, I had an orchestra 3 weeks in a row. So for people who don't know music, you're going to get tired and bored of seeing an orchestra. You ain't going to get tired of these vocals, but it's going to be like, okay, it's not as exciting versus somebody who may not be the best singer, but if I see fire and animals and all this stuff, it's going to draw the viewer into that. So certain things are done. I didn't take it personal, but we were supposed to be top 8, and they were going to pick 4 from the 8. We had already knew what 4 were being chosen because some of them had came already and recorded their finale performances with the artist that was coming. So the clip y'all posted, that performance, I was just singing my ass off. Gravity. I felt like they loved the fact that I could sing high and I had a wide range. But for me, it's like these songs are cool. These are great. These are classic songs. But I wanted to really show the world and showcase something that I really wanted to do. And for me, I knew I was going home, so I'm going to pick my song, take it or leave it. By this point in the show, y'all can't tell me home. I'm here in pretty much a semifinalist. So I chose my song, and my thing was, I'm going to go home with a smile on my face because I'm singing and performing the stuff that I want to. Overall, great experience. I love NBC. Thank you, baby, for the coins. We do love a good check.
So before we transition, I do want to ask about your own personal music, because you said that you were on tour before you went on The Voice.
Oh, so when I was on tour, I wasn't even singing my music. This was a group of, I gotta say, shout out to Serenity. I call them my aunties. They are like the Supremes for me, Gospel Supremes. They invited me and another friend of mine to go on tour, and we were just singing like, What a Wonderful World, and just a collective of different types of songs. Overseas, you can be mediocre and they still love you, but depending on where you go, they love black people. So you don't have to do as much, but we were singing, and I was singing my ass off because I'm like, this is my first time. I don't give a damn. One of our songs was literally, if you're happy, you know it, clap your hands. I'm not bullshitting. The video's on YouTube. But I wasn't singing my original music, but I do have original music out. I recorded a song called Reach Your Heart, and then I recorded a Christmas single, Christmas medley, which is cool. And I'm working on new music now, but honestly, I get so consumed with other people's projects and stuff. It's been a little bit hard trying to get my stuff out, and then I want it to be a certain type of way. So my thing is you can't really rush greatness, and I don't care whether it takes a year or 2 years. I just want to put stuff out that I'm happy with, and I don't want to be tired of this after I hear it 3 times. I want to make music where as though I'm happy with it, and it exemplifies and it really expresses me as an artist, as a person, as an individual. So my thing is taking my time, finding the right producers, the right songs, and it takes money. It ain't cheap. You artists out there know it ain't cheap.
Yeah, I could only imagine. Some of our favorite artists, we still waiting for an album for.
Oh yeah, that's another thing too.
I don't think Riri's ever gonna give us another album.
Oh no, Riri. Oh yeah, she's through.
I love her so much better as just like a beauty mogul and stuff like that.
A wife, a mother.
I think that suits her so much better than singing anything. I said it.
So we got a chance yesterday to go and experience art all night in the city. Um, it is hosted by, I want to say it's the Urban.
I don't know. I was just there.
You had a good time.
It was a good time. It was all over the city, so I didn't really realize like how much they do throughout the city. It's at every library, and so the one thing I do want y'all to do better for next year is just post like exactly what is going on specifically at each location.
Yes, because the library we was at was given very much children. We walked in and there were Disney music playing. Moana was.
Oh. Yeah, and it was like
you're welcome.
Face painting for the kids. Now I will say, if you had kids, y'all should have took advantage of that. It was
for sure.
It was free. It was fun. They had the kids painting in the library. They did have vendors at each spot. There was some beautiful black vendors that were out there. Shout out to the ones that we stopped by, though. Y'all might see them on the show later this season. We both got candles from Darlene Candle Co. And that candle smells so good.
Oh
I done already burnt mine.
I ain't burnt mine yet, but it smells like it's gonna be a man. It smells like a man gonna be in my room.
She loves a good man scent.
I do.
So the candle that we got was called Rogue 545, and it smells so. I promise y'all, it smells so good. We also got items from the Sugar Plug. You could really tell her stuff was homemade.
I only ate half my cupcake last night, but I'm gonna eat the rest of it tonight.
It was so good. I tried cookies, and I'm not an oatmeal raisin girl, but it was like oatmeal raisin, white chocolate chip, and cranberry.
Cookie me down. The gag is I don't have a cookie, a candle, or a cupcake, and y'all knew I was coming today.
See, what had happened was
we're the sweets. We tried to get ice cream on the way here. That didn't happen.
So sorry.
No one's your fault, though, but we did have a time.
We did.
Shout out to Venezuela.
We went to Buena Vida in Arlington on Wilson Boulevard. That is one of my favorite brunch spots.
We had a time.
A time
you hear me? I had to soak up in the car.
Wilson Boulevard. It was another place we went.
I love Wilson Boulevard. I do.
Buena
Boulevard.
They got a lot of stuff.
They do.
So we started off our season last week talking about transitioning into the fall and doing a mental reset. So what would you say is something that you do for changing seasons and getting mentally prepared for that change?
I don't really think I do too much different. My thing is nowadays in the day and time we live in, I'm just glad to wake up and I'm going to take it one day at a time and make sure my peace is intact. And being this age, I just don't have no time for no bull crap, no bull swanky. If it's not bringing you peace, let it go. Drop it. Let it go. Leave it alone. It's all right. And if it's meant for you, it'll come back. But as far as any preparations, I'm just ready to start wearing my little sweaters, my little trench coats, because I love a good fall season, especially when you're thick. No sweating.
She told y'all last week that she liked the fall.
Told y'all.
I love the fall.
I'm a fall baby, but I like the warm weather.
What you like?
I like the summertime.
No.
I done lived in Texas and everything.
That's why you like that shit. That dry heat. I can't do it. Listen, all the creases and crevices Listen, this summer wasn't as bad, though, I feel like. It wasn't as bad.
Well, I was in the house, so I don't know.
And that good air.
It wasn't as bad. It was a couple of days where it was like, ooh, okay, watch what you're doing outside. But
what do you have with me at all times? You get you a good fan, all my thickums out there. Listen, it's going to bless your life real good.
Look, Amazon blessed me with a nice fan when we did that function back in July. For transition, we always talk about mental health. And so how would you say you dealt with your mental health throughout your journey and process on The Voice and Next Best?
Just staying grounded in my foundation of what I know. And it's so ironic y'all say that because I'm actually in a play right now about mental health. It's called Blinded. Shout out to Brandon Fields in a play if you're coming out on the 18th. Make sure you come to Baltimore and come see that play. More information on my page. But it's a play about not just mental health, but mental health in black men. A lot of times, as y'all know, in black homes growing up, stuff like that was swept on the rug. We didn't talk about it. They thought it was a white thing. But I really feel like it's important to make sure your mental is good. But for me, it's just making sure I'm grounded. and everything I try to do. Nobody's perfect, but just making sure that I'm staying clear, prayed up. I'm a firm believer in God, and just staying prayed up and making sure I'm centered. At all times, we're not always going to be, but in those moments, it's just like, just take a breath or take a vacation, get away for a few days, because I'll definitely do that and disappear and be in my solitude. I have no problem doing that. I'm a Cancer, so I will get my shell as a crab. But just making sure I'm finding balance.
That's the key word. Is definitely finding balance. Because that was going to be my next question. Like, how do y'all balance work with other obligations that you may have signed up to do versus, family time, self time?
That's for me or for all of us?
For all of us.
Damn.
I'm gonna start with Fearless.
Well, I'm tired. I be tired. So right now, I really need like a true self-care day to myself because I really haven't had one. Last weekend I did stay home on Saturday and I did not go nowhere. Like I chose to just be in the house and look ugly in peace.
Yes.
But for me, the gym definitely is a place that really keeps me solid in more ways than one. But it definitely helps me with my mental health. For the most part, as y'all know, my day start at 3 o'clock in the morning, and a lot of times,
early.
I'm not settling down to probably 6-7 o'clock in the evenings. So some of the things that I also do. So on Mondays, I actually that's me and the Lord's time. So I write my prayer journal. I also journal. So I'll sit, write in my prayer journal, write my prayers for the week, and then I'll sit and I'll talk to God. And sometimes it may be 30 minutes, sometimes it be an hour. And I started this almost 6 weeks ago, and I really just have seen a change in myself overall. And then y'all know I talk to the lady every Tuesday at 5 o'clock.
Who you talking to?
Get you a therapist.
Oh,
okay.
Agreed.
Now talk to the lady, so that helps me too. And then just sometimes if I don't feel like I just don't. Like my phone goes on do not disturb at 10 o'clock every night, and a lot of times I'm already in the bed by that time.
Well into the bed.
I wish.
Yes. So
only her though. That I wish I could.
That ain't my testimony.
But like I'm the older I get, the more if I don't get rest or lack of sleep, I'm irritable and I'm very hard to deal with. And if I don't eat, I get irritated and annoyed. But my biggest thing is just I will literally just pick a day and not do anything. Use your PTO. There has been times I've called out and done nothing because I just don't have the mental capacity to do anything. And I will watch like mindless TV. So I will watch something that doesn't require me to think or follow a true storyline or something like that. Like just taking that time to disconnect. I think that's what really helps me to keep myself together because
you work with them babies.
Not only just working with kids, but people don't understand church work is just as hard as work.
Full-time job.
I'm not only do I sing with the voices, but I'm at other ministries as well, and I do other things. So I'm busy. Like I might be at work all day, then I gotta come home and sit on a Zoom for an hour. So I'm always like doing something. So I have to take the time for myself. If not, I'm gonna lose my mind. So just shutting down. That's the biggest thing for me. Just take time to shut down.
Knowing how much you're involved in, that's why like I be telling people, don't take it personal. Like if she not at an event, don't take it personal.
You can't take it personal.
Like if she is, when I say busy, like I know you be busy, and so I always appreciate that. One, you're always honest about how you feel, whether you feel like showing up, and when you can, you do show up. And so we do appreciate it.
Show up. She be showing up on Sundays. She definitely be early too, and I do like that though.
Oh yeah, she don't play. She
don't know. She be on time. It's just will show up. You like that?
You know what? I'm gonna pray about that. I'm gonna work on being better on time
you
management.
be on CP time?
No, I don't be on CP time, but I'm gonna get there.
You be late.
Not all the time.
Most of the time.
Like when it come to work, I be late. Yep, I be late.
It's the traffic, though. It's the traffic. So,
oh damn.
Right, from this side of town.
That's a bit much.
Yeah.
That's about. Oh yeah, depending on where you live in Baltimore too.
Man, last week it would take me 2 hours to get to work.
Shit.
And that's before I even punch in on the clock, and then I got to deal with the public. I just been like, man, say a prayer for me. Say a prayer for me. My transition to the fall has really been mentally preparing when I have to deal with traffic. I think that's the only thing that really frustrates me now. Like, it don't be people or none of that. It's really just the traffic.
both of us.
And I swear, we talked about this yesterday. I feel like somebody in the government is just paying people to just be on the road and drive slow.
You should have saw this person today. What kind of car this person was in?
It was some type of truck.
Some white truck with a backseat. She done caused almost hella accidents. We almost didn't make it, but I'm so glad we're here to tell the story.
I don't know what's been on the road with the traffic. Can be like, it can really alter your mood. So that's one of the things that I have been working on, is only letting something bother me in that moment and it not carrying on for the rest of the day. Having to make small adjustments, being more patient, because some of y'all don't be paying attention to y'all kids. Just be letting them do anything in the streets.
Yeah, that's how I almost rear-ended that man, because you stopped in the middle of the street to let the children walk across when they were on the sidewalk.
With the guy that was from the day?
No, this was Friday when I was coming home from work. Stressed me out.
Part of my other transition is doing more meal prep. I feel like in the summer, because the sun is up so much longer,
you feel like you got a lot more time.
Yeah. When the wintertime comes, I just be like, oh, baby, the sun done went down. I'm supposed to be asleep. I'm supposed to be asleep. Like, it's dark before I even get off work. But part of the transition is definitely, like, I feel like budgeting. I go outside a lot more in the summer. And so transitioning back to, all right, you need to use your time wisely. Summertime is my time. I'm so happy we took a 2-month break. Did a couple of road trips. And it's really just preparing, because I am not a winter girly at all.
I can't wait to sit in the house in my onesie.
Now, I will say I don't want to see no snow. I don't like snow.
Yeah, I don't like snow.
But I love a good fall. Even how it was today before we came here, I can do that with a little breeze. I can take that with a little breeze.
Last night was amazing, though. But the way it felt yesterday, it felt amazing outside. I can do fall. I just can't do winter.
Winter me, baby. Winter me.
I don't really like winter. Once it gets below 40, I'm good.
What? I'm going to make me some chili and all the hot good dishes. As soon as I see some snow, it gets super cold. I like it.
I don't like snow because it prolongs my summer.
I don't like snow. I don't like ice. Like, I'm not trying to become a meme just going to work. It's a no for me. It's a no for me. But what for you, and what transitions do you?
So like finding the balance stuff, you know what I'm saying? I wake up at 4:30 just about almost every morning, not by choice. But it got bad at one point because I felt like I was losing track of days. I felt like the days just running into each other. I was just going. And in a sense, I do still have to go. Like Shayla was saying, like church is a full-time job. You got not just your Sunday mornings, but you got the rehearsals. And we're working on a mixtape right now. Shout out COH, a mixtape right now. So that's taking more time. And then my own solo music endeavors, doing performances and stuff. I got a 5-piece band, 3 background singers, so that takes up time. When I'm doing background singing, that takes up time. And any rehearsals in between take up time. This play that I'm doing, it's just not enough hours in a damn day. But I'm just trying to make sure I get enough sleep. Because I have no choice but to balance it out, because anything I commit to, I am going to do it. And when you're getting paid for it, it does help. But just making sure that I get enough sleep so that I'm able to do what I need to do.
Yes, have you on the sleep.
Man, my doctor asks me every time, like, have you adjusted your schedule to... No, I'm trying, y'all.
I can't until the world changes. I mean, you're going to put something in my pocket, then we can make some adjustments. Hit the lottery. Adjustments.
I'm averaging like 4 to 5 hours of sleep.
That's about how much I get kind of.
I get about 5 hours of sleep on average. But I've been doing it since... Like, I've been going to the gym in the morning since 2018. So it's kind of like... My body is used to it. But when I crash, I crash.
I just don't like the crashing because it's like I can't control myself.
Like you miss a whole day.
That literally crash.
Friday, I woke up in confusion. Like that's how you know you're tired when you fall asleep and you wake up like
what the day is.
Wait a minute. I got my pajamas on, so I'm good. Like in pure confusion.
Don't fall asleep and like where my room is. I can't tell if it's daylight or not.
That's
so that it already messed me up.
Ma'am.
Fall asleep with the light on. I was panicking. I thought I'd miss work. I said, "Oh, it's only 11 p.m. All right, Can't do it. But I'm gonna work on getting more sleep because I know that's a part of like your physical health. Yeah. So it really is important, y'all, to take care of yourself. And as we transition, so y'all heard us talking about fall and fashion a little bit last week. What are some of the fashion? I don't like to say trends. But what is something that you really like about fall, fashion-wise?
Well, so this... everybody that knows me knows that I really love fashion. I like makeup. I like clothes. So y'all know I'm always, like, putting my outfits together. So this fall, I guess for me, I love hoodies. And I really have come to love cargo pants again. So I'm liking the baggy look for the fall. So definitely cargo pants. I had some cargo pants on yesterday. Yeah, I just love like sweatshirts. Everybody knows me. I'm the queen of sayings and things, so I always have sweatshirts or shirts that have different little sayings because that's just me basically telling y'all I really don't like y'all. My people are my people, and you know who you are.
You know
okay?
Who you are.
Shout out to y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. But I really like, and plus I am someone who's always cold, but I don't like big coats. So I love vests. So I have vests in every color.
She ain't lying, y'all.
I'm not. Yes,
she ain't lying.
I wore the silver one time to Aqua.
If y'all shout out to Aqua, y'all.
I'm gonna probably have a vest on. Shout out to Quay. He called me aluminum foil all night long.
I'm here for it.
He roasted me the entire night, but that's fine. I was warm. At this big age, I just don't like heavy coats. I don't like a whole bunch of stuff around my neck. So I love me a good vest. Love me a good vest and hoodie combo, and I love me a good little 2-piece athleisure wear.
Athleisure.
Yes, type of outfit for the fall.
Well, we're going to get you a scarf vocalist for this winter time. I'm just saying you don't like scarves and stuff like that up on the neck, but we're going to get
I like scarf. I'll wear a
cool.
scarf.
Since you want to wear a coat in the winter time, but I can hear now. I don't have no voice. I can't sing this week. I'm sick.
Okay. Okay, yes. Now that I'm a vocalist, I got to make sure I protect my throat.
God bless you. At least wear a jacket. Wear a thin jacket.
Okay, yes. And
cool.
Protect. But I drink tea every morning.
So, I don't do none of that stuff.
I like teas.
What's your fashion dues? You don't like fall. What you wearing?
I don't, but I'm very similar to her. Like I like hoodies. Like just give me a hoodie. I probably have one every day. I gotta go into that office. I got on the hoodie. They hear me talk about it every week in the group chat because they be trying to kill us in there. We be freezing.
Yeah, where you work at?
I can't say.
I'm about to say we'll talk about it later on the podcast.
But that agency, I think they don't like us for real because the way that they be trying to freeze us out.
It's giving hidden figures, Lord Jesus. You don't pay us enough to wear pearls. You know who you are out there.
But yeah, I like hoodies and sweatshirts. I don't even think I had a coat last winter. I don't know where it went, where it is. I got a coat to wear to church when I'm cold, but I don't have.
Praise God.
It's all the matter that you're going. It don't matter what you wear.
Yeah, I don't have an everyday coat. I think I might get one this year. I feel like we're gonna have a rough winter just because of how the summer.
Oh God, please don't say that.
I mean, if I would be in the house, it need to be for a reason. That's all I'm saying. If I'm in the house,
I like that because my things are there. That's why I like being in the house.
I do, but I ain't trying to be there in no snow. Otherwise, y'all have to give up the stamps so we can fill up our refrigerators and stuff during the snow season. If that's the case.
Yeah, like because like it snowed not last year. I think it was year before last week. It snowed like every other week. I didn't like that.
I'll take a little drizzle, a little but I don't want it to be like in no 3-4 inches type snow.
Yeah, I don't want to be stuck in the house.
It don't matter because the school district I work for, they never close. But let me tell you, my car won't move.
I said, you be driving 45 minutes in that snow.
I don't. I will call them and be like, when we had that snow last year, my neighborhood wasn't shoveled out. You think I was coming to work? Nope. I called out.
I will use my leave for that. And
prepare the others.
They be like, you can roll over 240 hours. I would never have 240 hours to roll. I'm going to use them. I'm going to use them. I just won't.
I don't, that's not the flex that people think it is. The generation before, oh yeah, well I got 200 hours a week. Why? Why are you at work that much?
What do you have to show?
So that you can have 200 hours worth of fucking leave.
That you're never gonna use.
That's just a dumb part. You don't let them not use it. Oh, maybe they ain't got no friends, nowhere to go. Oh, lonely. Know who you are.
I just, I ain't gonna have them hours. Sorry. If y'all give me to roll over 80, that's good. To roll over,
I don't know how many I rolled over last year.
Cause my job, I would say every paper I need in one day.
That'd be nice.
One day. I know they'd be mad. I don't care.
They're gonna be fine. Shit.
They will. And then when I'm not there, people
prepare the others. PTO.
Prepare the others.
Prepare the others.
So y'all give very much hoodies and just chill stuff. I thought y'all would have did more than I did. Because I'm very much into the fall clothes, people. Give me a trench coat, any kind of coat. I got hella coats. I have hella coats. We got to lose maybe 10 pounds so I can fit the rest of them.
Yeah, because
half of them I can fit.
You got to match Silky.
Well, I definitely got to match Silky, a.k.a. my dad. He has this fur coat. Listen, he will put on his fur coat to take out the trash. You want to just keep up with the man. But I do love oversized stuff though during fall time, like oversized hoodies and stuff like that, or sweaters. I don't know. I like the bohemian look, oversized stuff during fall, head wraps and scarves and stuff. It gets real black. Not gaudy, but I just do love oversized stuff and hella coats.
I do love a good beanie.
I do say I love that.
That's why
I love a
gotta
good beanie.
Get my hair braided back up so I can.
But even with the hair ain't even braided, put it on top of the beanie, you good to go. Cause my roots is jacked up under this, but God is faithful. We're gonna get it together.
I don't even have a pivot question. You know what? Let's pivot to one of your questions. We're gonna ask one of your questions. This is not for me. It is for you.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Can I have a little more Taraji before we start? I'm nervous.
Oh, yeah. So I did not talk about this. This is Taraji Henson's wine, 7 daughters. It is so smooth. Miss Moscato is so smooth. It tastes so good.
It is good. I don't know why we say 7 daughters. I thought about for colored girls.
We talked about that.
That's what we did.
We did. We did. No, I'm good.
I feel like you are. We had a lovely brunch.
Broke this for him because I love me some Davon, but trust and believe I'm going right back.
She's like, I asked for water. I asked for H2O.
With a little bit of margarita. Anyway, all right. Name 3 things you don't want to find on your body.
God.
10 seconds.
Oh, shit.
She just messing with you.
Warts. Sorry, I'm gonna just take that back. Any STDs I don't want to see on my body, but we're not having sex anyway. Glory to God. What else don't I want to see on my body? Ugly clothes and ugly people.
Ugly people.
They're out there.
He said he don't want ugly people on his body.
Don't get off me.
Touch my body.
Get off my body. I don't know. Thanks.
All right, I got a trivia question.
Oh.
Who am I? This is for both of you. Oh. I am an actor. Ooh, I didn't know this. I am a vegetarian.
Oh.
That don't help.
I have been eaten by both a dinosaur and a shark.
You've been eaten by both?
Dinosaur
and a shark. I think you're white. Is it a white person? A Caucasian?
From Jurassic Park.
That's what I'm thinking. Jurassic Park or Deep Blue Sea.
I have an unusual lightsaber shade.
What? You're white.
These days, I wink at the Avengers. I am very much against airborne reptiles. Quentin Tarantino has written some of my best roles.
Spiders.
Who am I with the initials SLJ? I'm tired of these snakes
on the Samuel Jackson, you gave it away when I was gonna ask you, do this person wash their legs? Because I don't know they black then. We gotta have a good conversation about that. We'll talk about it later on this podcast where that came from.
No, we can because I've openly talked about how Travis Kelce and
I didn't know there was a thing until today.
Yes, white people, not all of you, they do not wash their legs in the shower.
All my white friends who I love, please wash your legs. You gotta wash the whole thing. You know, somebody might want to kiss you there or lick you there or want to pray for you there and or just you have an itch and you ask them to scratch it and it's hella dirt under their nail. Just pull it together. Get right with that dove.
Lord. I wouldn't even guess that.
They need a loofah.
A good two.
Mm-hmm. Get you an African net. Okay.
But you definitely gave that away.
Yeah, well,
you didn't do the ending.
Because I was going to say Spike Lee.
Spike.
You said SL.
J.
I still wouldn't have got. I would have been here like.
Y'all wouldn't have got that.
What dinosaur did
he got 8 in Jurassic Park, and he was in
Deep Blue Sea. That's why I say the Deep Blue Sea.
I never watched.
He was in Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
this was in his younger days.
One.
Oh, this I wasn't even born probably. What year was the first Jurassic Park came out? Was it in the 90s?
No, I know I was born.
I'm 91.
I've never watched it.
I feel like it came on after that.
I remember bits and pieces, but not no characters. I didn't know they had black people in that movie.
I just know they running every movie in the Jeep that's wide open.
That which is the stupidest crap ever.
You deserve to get eaten.
Our friends who don't wash their leg, y'all make some interesting choices. Interesting choices, I tell you. But all right.
Not our friends who don't wash their legs.
What's the next one?
I got one more.
One of them playing right now.
Listen.
Oh, yeah, that's Travis Kelce on the screen. He don't.
God damn it.
That's the one that's engaged to Taylor Swift.
Go Eagles. Oh, my bad.
My squad, we pulled it out today. They still some trash. Anyway, all right, one more. Who am I?
I don't want to do this one.
I'm an actor, director, and comedian. I've played Obama. My company is Monkey Paw Productions.
What?
My Keanu isn't Keanu Reeves, but speaks with his voice. My last name sounds like something you do with fruit.
Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele.
Yes.
You technically got that
he
by
was
yourself.
the voice. Was a voice in The Lion King and Toy Story 4.
Wait a minute, The Lion King who?
The new one had to be the.
Had to be the new
and
one.
Who was he in Toy Story 4?
I stopped watching after 3.
Toy Story 4 was stupid, but it pissed me off.
I think I probably started watching after 2. Shout out to the Disney movies out there.
Yeah.
This is a good question. How does music shape cultural identity for each generation?
I like that. How does music? What? Say it again.
How does music shape cultural identity for each generation?
I love that. It does it in so many ways, and history will tell you that. Even going back to when you had the black artists who couldn't be allowed in certain spaces, and then having black people. I love being black. We have so much soul to us, and it's something about us. But whereas though the white people would steal it and it'd be taken, so they stole from the culture musically. Music has the ability to shift atmospheres, change moods, and do so many things. But as far as culturally, there is a huge difference, especially with generations. And I love all kinds of music: white, black, country, gospel, R&B, classical. I've sung classical in high school, so it's not a matter of the genre, but culturally, it does have a big impression on how you present the music, how you sing the music, the story behind the music, the history behind the music, your history, your personal history, and making the song, finding something in the song personal, musically, that you can relate to. Stop singing your perfect song and then tell your imperfect story.
I believe that music should be able to heal across any generation. If it's a good song.
Well, I was just saying, if it's good music,
yeah. If it's good music, that's what, going back to what you said earlier, is music that can last across generations and make an impact.
Because I'm not going to be get it sexy. I'm not going to be doing that.
You think we're going to be singing, damn, I can't even say that's too bad, Coochie Pink, Booty Hole Brown. We're not going to be singing that in 20 years on nobody's Grammy. We're not going to be doing that, realistically. And I get it's going back to being commercial, but it's not. Like, songs like Amazing Grace, we've been singing since the beginning of times. Songs like Love and Happiness, Marvin Gaye, those kind of songs, you will be literally, I Will Always Love You. You will be singing these songs forever. So I do agree. If it's a good song, Definitely, but a lot of these songs we ain't gonna be hearing after the next 2 years.
Not at all. And I will say, I feel like there are a lot more R&B artists that you can tell are really putting their soul into the music.
Yeah.
And they are doing hip hop and rap right now because everyone is sounding the same.
Oh my, thank you.
And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to go back to being an R&B girly.
Listen, Ari Lennox, even Tink, even Lyrica Anderson, like those are females that I still listen. Like, let me tell y'all, I would put on a good Ari mix and be living my best life. I really think I can sing like Ari Lennox, so I would put on Ari Lennox. But she makes like music that you're going to remember. And even Mary J. Blige, like she has timeless classics, even with her remakes of different artists, you know, from the past. You know, Dionne Warwick, because she did a couple Dionne Warwicks, like. But you're going to remember that, and we're still singing Mary J. Blige's songs 30 years.
And we'll continue.
And the remixes, you know what I'm saying? So like. I definitely appreciate that, and I also see how it influences the generation.
Absolutely.
Because looking at what we see now, like
some of y'all ain't got that good cleanup music on with y'all kids.
Listen.
Okay.
Because we knew Saturday morning when you heard that music, it was time to get up and clean, the good music.
See, y'all didn't have the time during the morning show playing at 6 o'clock in the morning on the way to school in the car with your mama and your daddy.
Trying to win them tickets to something, to go somewhere, to that cruise, that Tom Joyner cruise.
Tom Joyner cruise.
Lord
like,
Jesus. And they'll never know the beauty of moments like that. And I'm not sure if social media had a part to play in it, but there was a time like where you didn't have like you can go in there. We actually had to go to the store and buy CDs.
Yes.
We had to go to the store and like buy the records, the album,
headphones on and
get
listen to the samples of the song.
You know, everything has changed in this generation.
Record stores for real anyway.
Which one the last one you saw?
The last one was the one that was outside of Iverson Mall, and it lasted a good little minute. But I'm like, they should really bring it back. Even though I know what we're gonna play it on, they have to bring that back.
Because they don't even make CD players. Do cars have like?
No, my Chevy Cruze had one in 2016, but my Honda does not have a CD player.
You know what I miss CD players and VHS tapes. I just miss those old classic moments.
You haven't been on social media, but Cardi been advertising her new album, and she got a vinyl record, and she got the CD, telling people it's $9.99. I'm like, well, what they gonna play it on?
The vinyl?
Both.
They still make record players.
I was about to say, because I bought my dad, me and my mom bought him one for Christmas that has the CD player, record players, Bluetooth, and aux cord.
Amazon?
So it's just in the house. You can listen to it in the house, but
it's for house purposes.
Yeah, you can listen to it in the car.
Remember iPads? I mean, I'm not iPads. And was it
iPod?
iPod.
I found my iPod mini the other day, and I was like, oh, it has all my go-go on it. Like, all the old go-go I used to listen to.
Those were the days.
I found an old church phone before I moved into this house. I said, ooh, timeless. Church. If they made phones like that now, though, do you know how disrespectful these kids would be?
Hell yeah.
Mom.
Right, in the middle of class.
Mobile. Choo-choo.
In the middle of class. Well, we collect our kids' phones now, so.
Like jail. That's what it sounds like, jail.
But you know, it's a bar. I think it's on 8th Street that they make you put your electronics into a pouch, and they give you the pouch, but you can't open it.
Why?
It's supposed to be trying to move people back away from electronics and learn to really
actually talk to each other at the table.
I get it, but how are we going to promote your lovely business and establishment that we're in if we can't take pictures of the
give
place?
a review later, I guess.
But we ain't taking no pictures.
What am a review? Not a picture.
No.
of a meal, of a drink, or nothing.
You're gonna have word of mouth.
I don't trust that. People lie.
I thought it was interesting, but in the time that we live in, it's kind of a safety protocol because if something happened in the establishment for the person who can unlock the pouch with your belongings in it, now how I'm gonna call?
I'm not going in. I'm paying to eat there, and I gotta lock my phone up.
Yeah, but if they got good food, I will come on by and check you guys out on the ones and twos.
I can't remember the name. It's something Harbor, Silent Harbor, something like that.
Makes sense. Silent Harbor.
But
I don't like
when
it.
I went to Vegas, I went to a show, and it was Eddie. Eddie Griffin was the comedian. That's a whole nother story. But we had to lock our phone in the pouch when we went to the show, and I'd already paid that money to go see him, so I had to sit there and like, damn.
What do you got an emergency? You don't have the code to the pouch?
It's like some type of device.
So they have those now for like the school. So Virginia, I think Fairfax County, they just started something like that. So the kids put their phones in this little pouch, and it's a magnet. It's like this strong magnet, and they cannot get it out unless they go to the little machine and it opens the pouch up.
Well, let's hope nobody's shooting up any schools or doing anything stupid.
Okay,
like
let me
because they can't get to their phone.
Let me say this, as someone who works in the school, who's been on lockdown several times, the kids having the phone, let's just say if it was a true active shooter in the building, the kids having the phone, we're going to die. Because these kids don't take nothing seriously. If they can't even shut the hell up in a drill.
Shut the hell up.
I'd be like, shut up. Like, if it was a real active shooter here, we would be dead. And then, if it's a real emergency, we have phones. The office has phones. Everybody calling their mother, their father, and all that. Now you got all these parents standing outside the school drawing attention to, like, it doesn't help the situation.
That's what happened, though, when I worked. And when I was working for park and planning, it was a shooting in the vicinity, so the school went on lockdown. The kids was quiet. My kids that year, they did a good job. But, like, the parents was the ones that didn't take it serious. Like, you understand that if we let you go, like, you can't come back in here if the shooter's outside. You got to stay out there. But people don't understand it.
That's why I couldn't be a teacher, because Lord knows, I love the kids. But, baby, a shooter coming in, honey, we all, every man for themselves. You got to figure it out. You figure it out, people.
I have had this conversation with my students before. I said, let me tell you something. I have a family to go home to. There is somebody that is expecting to hear from me at the end of the day or throughout the day, whatever the case may be. I said, so I'm not no superhero. I'm not taking no bullets for none of y'all kids, and especially these kids that's nasty and disrespectful. You think I'm supposed to jump in front of a bullet for you? And I was all type of bitches and everything else a few hours ago?
Damn.
No.
See, that's the reason I couldn't be no teacher, because if it was happening, I'm like, oh, no, I'm not helping you. I was a bitch, remember? No. I wouldn't tell a shooter to get him, but, just
yeah, like, I'm not saying, like, I would be like, get him.
I wouldn't tap on the door and be like, they're in there, and then run.
But I'm saying, like, I'm not about to just jump in front of the...
Depending on the type of shit
and when I worked at my other school, I told them, I said, listen, if y'all see me with the car keys leaving, you come with me, we hopping in the car, I'll let the principal know I got y'all with me. We
Listen, take the few favorite ones that you like, and y'all better keep up with my ass.
You didn't want to listen.
Let's give it. Which one of y'all gonna go out there and unlock the door first?
Thank goodness for
But this shows you how addicted these kids are
to their phones.
Like, it's really an addiction. Like, I really look at the time. You know how Apple tell you how much time you had on your phone. I really kept up with that because my numbers was getting out ridiculous. On average, I was averaging no more than 5 to 6 hours a week of screen time. And then it was especially sometimes jumping up like the 8 and 9. And I was like, oh no.
Well, you're a whole teacher. You got church. You got a lot of shit going on. You got shit to do. So you got to be on your phone.
Yeah, that's true. But I also try like to back away from it and take a break from it too.
Oh yeah.
People don't understand though. Taking a break for yourself, like, it should include stepping away from your electronics. We all have obligations that we have to take care of, but I realize a lot of people don't know how to be in silence by themselves.
That's scary.
And it is. Like, why do you consistently need something, somebody around you? Like, it's okay. Sit in silence with yourself. Process them thoughts, them things that y'all trying to run from. Sit with them thoughts. Talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Tell y'all every week it's okay to go talk to the lady.
Talk to the lady.
And I'm going to tell y'all again this week, if you don't have a therapist, you're looking for a therapist, fellas, try them therapists out the way you be trying them hoes out. I'm not finna keep telling y'all this every week. But definitely just, we want y'all to definitely work on y'all mental health. A lot of people don't understand where seasons can affect it. Changes, like with the government, everything that we're dealing with in the government, the information that we receive from the news every single day can be draining. So let us just take time for yourself to turn out all the noise and really focus on what's important for you, your priorities, and your people. Definitely check on your people.
And please check on your people. Your strong friends, the one you feel like who got it all together. You should please check on those people. It's important.
Yes, I would say I appreciate my check-ins every day. Every day for the most part, especially during the week, I talk to my brother Damo and I talk to Michael. He's Michael today. I talk to Michael, and Michael will send me a voice message, and sometimes I don't listen to him until I get to work while I'm walking down the hallway. And like our little motto is don't let nobody shake or rattle your bush. So he said it to me every morning. And even though sometimes my brothers get on my nerves, but I do appreciate the check-in. I do appreciate like those little things. Like that's one thing that I know that Monday through Friday, I'm going to get a voice message or I'm going to get a FaceTime call from my brother. So, because I'm the strong friend, and sometimes I don't have it all together. Sometimes I don't feel like it. I don't want to. So, just to get those check-ins, to get that boost, like, I definitely be needed, especially because work gets on my nerves. So...
Work gets on my nerves.
And as someone who worked both in the school and with Parks and Recreation, like at this time, I couldn't do it. I couldn't go back to doing that. Oof. And so I commend you for being able to work with other people's kids, because I know you be having that you want to reach out and lay hands.
Yes, reach out and touch somebody's child.
I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, like this is a different generation.
Ashwagandha.
Listen, I taught for 1 year at a school, Woodhome Elementary, and it was cool. I loved my kids. But it was just, I found it to be like the faculty was just the assholes. They get offended for you trying to help the kids, if the kids like you too much, or you got, it's just weird shit. But I do love kids though, but I wouldn't work in the capacity of like in the actual school. Like once I worked at Rec and Parks too in Baltimore too, like when I came back, and to create a community choir with different schools, I would go to different schools and get the kids. Like, because we're not in a school setting, I ain't restricted to y'all school rules very much. So, but I do love working with kids. I just couldn't imagine like working in a school nowadays with all the,
It's hard because parents aren't parents anymore.
And they sensitive as fuck.
When they know their kids is bad as shit. Y'all know y'all kids.
Because I ain't gonna lie, like this, we really are in like a time of where everybody is so super sensitive. Like Bernie Mac would have hurt a lot of y'all people's feelings.
Bernie Mac would have got canceled.
Rest in peace, Bernie. We love you.
I don't think they could have been able to do it though. They would have tried, but I don't think they would have been successful at canceling Bernie Mac.
I miss Uncle Bernie.
Because you had people in our generation before that really messed with him. It would have been the people after us, generation after us, that would have been so sensitive.
Like Ari.
I don't know why people so sensitive. Anyone in this day and time we live in, look who your president is. You be so sensitive and shit. I mean, we got to deal with it.
Really great.
We doing a lot more stuff. It's too much going on to be sensitive. You got to toughen up, Chief. I mean, it's okay to be passionate about certain things, but because I'm a Cancer, so I get it. Most people say Cancer are sensitive. We ain't sensitive. We just passionate about certain shit. But you gotta have
some of them are sensitive.
Some of them out there, but it depend on, I don't know. Female cancers are different than male cancers, I would say. I wouldn't know. But I also know, based on my experience, the Cancer I am today in my 30s, I was not the Cancer in my 20s. 20s, I was very much more so I'm gonna act off impulse and not emotion. Whereas though nowadays it's very much, I don't really give a damn too much anyway to care. But in the moments that I do, just know where to place those feelings and calm down, put myself in that person's situation, and be logical, more logical. Thank you, Iyanla Van Zant. We love you out there.
Auntie Iyanla.
Beloved.
That is her word. Beloved. Well, when I was saying about sensitive, like as far as working with kids, like sometimes kids respond best when you talk their language. So you cussing at me, I'm cuss back at your little ass.
Absolutely. And they respect you.
You do gotta match the energy, I told one of my classes, so my classes I teach by myself, I teach all boys this year, both classes. And one class, I told them, I said, I'm about to show my crazy. And I don't want to show my crazy this early on. And one of the kids knew me from last year when I had to go in his class and show my crazy. And he was like, oh, like you did last year? I said, oh, baby, that was mad.
And that was last year. This is a new year.
It's levels.
Levels.
Because when I start talking to you like this in class, be scared.
It was the look. Be scared.
When I start giving you like, are you done? Are you finish.
It's the psycho smile while you're saying it.
Be scared.
I'm talking calm, but the thoughts in my mind.
I'm fitting to show my crazy.
See, I can't. I'd be ready to just beat them kids. Like, I can't.
You can't.
Definitely can't reach out and touch them, but...
Or you be like, read this. Oh, that's why you in here. Now let's go.
Now I'm off of that. I know you shouldn't be like, but if you want to talk shit and tell us and be a badass, we're going to embarrass you a little bit.
So when all these parents be like, oh, no, you shouldn't do that. You come to the school. You come sit in these classrooms. You come see the stuff that we deal with on a regular basis. When they walking out. I had a student, and I think I put this in the group chat. We in class, right? So we sitting in class. He's in the hallway. He go, eat your ass.
Literally, your ass?
What am I supposed to do with that? We in the middle of instruction, and this child is in the hallway saying this to another child. Like, what? Hello? What we supposed to do with this? But y'all want, don't do, no. And you come sit in the hallways.
But a lot of it is the parents' fault. I mean, this is middle school. A lot of it. It starts at home. And the parents are acting like they don't know their kids is a certain type of way, but babies are having babies, and it's not really where are the morals and the values that you're teaching your kids?
Because they not going to church with Big Mama no more.
I mean, shit, even if you ain't going to church, you still got to at least try to be a decent-ass person. Because, I mean, a lot of people we know don't have the luxury of growing up in church and getting those teachings and stuff like that. But the goal should always be just try your best to be a good person. Treat people the way you want to be treated. But the parents is giving, like, we're not teaching them anything. We're literally dropping them off to you and having the teachers do the work of raising the kids. Okay, I'm just here to perfect or tweak what you've already, trying to get.
And I need people to understand that teaching is a career. So I'm literally there to teach your child. I'm an ELA teacher, special education. So I'm there to help your child become a better reader, a better writer, to achieve close to their grade level or on grade level or move up where they were. Because some of them are super, super low. I'm not a co-parent. So I'm not a babysitter either, and that's how we're looked at now. We're looked at as glorified babysitters, and so when you hear people talk about classroom management and behavior management, we spend more time managing behaviors than we do actually teaching sometimes, and so it gets exhausting. Like, I'm tired. Like, and as someone who's been working with kids since I was 18, been in education since 2013, I've literally watched the decline of parents. So it's like, as time goes on, like, y'all think I'm playing. I can't do this for the rest of my life.
Shout out to all the teachers out there and y'all, because I could never. Since you were 18, I would have been in jail right now. Still serving my time.
I
fucking
did.
up one of them kids. I ain't fucking up.
I tell people I did a bid. It was 8 years, and that was and I worked in both places at one time, parking planning and with PG County schools. One, I would never go back to PG County. F them peoples.
PG couldn't pay me enough to come back.
F them peoples. That's why it's a shortage of teachers, because they teach them like trash.
Damn.
Even the supportive staff. But you could literally see, like, the parents it's like they don't care. When they do come to the school, they only coming because their kid done went home and made up some shit. And that's not even how it happened. So now you having to take time away that could be dedicated to other things because now you got a hostile parent and they only listen to their kid.
The hostile damn kid. How do you listen to a hostile kid?
Yeah, nowadays it's literally like, I've had in the past parents be like, well, what did you do to my child?
Excuse me? I'm here to educate. I don't give a damn enough to do anything wrong to your child.
Or hang up the phone and be like, well, I'm at work. That's not my problem right now.
Excuse me?
Hang up the phone.
Well, fine. We'll just send you. I would hate me to be a principal. Fine. We'll send the young man home then. You figure it out when you get their toots.
Like, it's real ghetto. I mean, you got parents that be coming into the school wanting to fight kids. Like, it's just getting out. It's really getting out of hand.
Now, I would never fight no kid, but at the same time, if I had children, I would be overprotective of them for that reason. Not just the parents, but also, like, kids can be very cruel and hurtful, do some really fucked up stuff. I would just be worried about I can't say that because I don't have no children, so I can't say what I would do. But just think about if I had a child that was in high school, middle school, and was attacked, beat up.
Listen,
I don't know who I'm fucking up somebody.
When I got the text that somebody was trying to jump my goddaughter when she was in middle school, trust and believe. I'd have been right up there.
All bets are off at that point. I ain't gonna hold you.
Like, send your mama outside.
Listen, it ain't gotta be me.
I'm outside.
Especially when you know, like, the kid don't bother nobody. It's
That's
one
the worst
thing
part.
when you got kids that are just a nuisance, and some of y'all kids are a nuisance to the whole entire school. But then, like, for my goddaughter is literally like me. She be chilling. She don't bother nobody. Like, you know, she'll send me the Bible verses, and I'm like, yes,
Praise
girl.
God.
You know, I send her messages and stuff like that. Like, she really and she's the part of the reason why I always have to curtail and watch the stuff that I put on social media, because she follows me. And I started to notice, like, oh, she really be watching me, because she started doing little stuff that I do. I'm like, oh, my girl really be paying attention. So it's like, and plus I try to be influential to the other young black girls that I work with, like my last babies. I miss them so much. But these new kids, y'all can have them. But it's just like seeing, like, I've seen it, like, you just like innocent little kids just be bothered because a child can't read or they can't do certain things, so now they want to ruin the experience for everybody else. And my motto, especially when I taught high school, I used to be like, look, if you don't want to do nothing today, that's fine. Just come in here, know you're going to take your 0, put your head down, and allow everybody else to learn. And they would come to class, they be like, I don't feel like it today. I don't got it today. I said, you know what you about to get right? Yeah, that's cool. They go sit in the back, put their head down.
I'd rather you do that, though.
And that's it. Now, these kids, they don't do that. Now, you want to come in,
Disturb
everybody else, disturb the learning experience for everybody. And these kids be high, and I don't got time.
That's another thing I feel like generational differences is like.
There's nothing wrong with getting a little high, but children, put it down.
Yeah, like,
'cause I love a little weed.
It's something wrong with getting high when you in 8th grade reading on the kindergarten level.
No, that's just dumb.
That's crazy.
That's stupid.
I feel like a lot of people didn't really tap into certain things. Like, in our generation, we wasn't that disturbing in like middle school. High school is because you get that extra freedom. Like, okay, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna do this. But like, it's like they starting younger.
Yeah, like
we had boundaries.
The video of the girls who was all in the locker room drinking Douce before class. They take a shot.
What?
They was taking shots of Douce before
Who
class.
bought it? Where you get it from? Why wasn't it?
One of y'all parents' drawers who left it out from the night before, having a turn up.
Kids drunk, drinking cup water. Like, y'all, no funnies, but this year the kids have to bring their water bottles into school empty. Because last year it was kids walking around with Stanley cups, and we think that they were bringing liquor to school.
Damn.
I swear, I smelled somebody's bottle one day. I just know I smelled tequila in it. Like, I was just like, wait a minute. Oh.
That was high school me. If y'all remember me from high school, y'all know. My book bag, I always
you was carrying the liquor
all the time.
I can't.
Sell you a cup real quick.
I'm shocked at you.
Sell you a cup real quick. I'll meet you by the gym. What you need? Yep.
Oh, you were selling? Oh, your business? Okay, entrepreneur. I take it back. I thought she was getting fucked up for classes. Now, I respect all entrepreneurs and your endeavors. You know, it was a thing. Now, where the hell was you getting it from?
Hey,
you can talk about that. You're young.
It was an unlocked cabinet.
What I say?
Unlocked cabinet.
So I was just selling candy and shit. That's it.
I didn't do any of those things. Sorry, guys.
It's all right.
Yeah, I was an unhinged teenager. That's what I was. Unhinged. I probably stressed my mama out. She don't even like to talk about it no more. She just be like, I'm just so happy you made it. My father said I'm the reason why he's down there ball, and I like, no, it wasn't me. It was the middle one. It wasn't me. Nobody told you to come across state lines to see where I was at. That was on you.
Oh, you got arrested.
No, I ain't never get arrested.
When you say state lines, I just thought it was giving very much whoop whoop.
No, so my dad lived in VA, but I always lived in PG County, so he would try to do pop-ups at the school.
Oh.
And I said, well, you was probably at the school more than I was. I wasn't there.
Oh, damn. Well, hey. At least in gas if you want to, but I ain't there.
And if I could go back in time, though, you know, I would have went ahead, took my tail to school. I'm trying to be an adult too fast. Working now. I've been working over 20 years already.
I'm ready to retire. I've been working since I was 17.
I think that's all of us, though. Like,
that's just generation.
That's every child generation, because I think we're growing up with no real responsibility, no real priorities. Your only job is to go to school, you know, and whatever else your parents want you to do. But as you get older, there's a thing called bills. Whoever is responsible for creating bills, I'm hoping you're burning in that place under us. Because it's just stupid.
And
bills
the
are just stupid.
40-hour work week.
You know, but when you got... It's just so much. Older you got, if you got children, if you're married and stuff, you got to balance all that stuff. It's like more shit is just on your shoulders, okay? But when you're at that age, you don't really have those stuff to really think about or worry about, so you're living carefree.
Mm-hmm.
But in
I feel like that needs to be like engraved into to school. Like y'all be trying to teach us things that we ain't gonna use. Like everybody's not trying to be a rocket scientist. We don't need all the science.
Y'all ain't got the curriculums ain't that good to be trying to teach us how to be a daggone scientist.
But you could have taught us about taxes and financial planning.
Because they don't want to teach those things.
Why? They took out Black History.
They might as well put something. Oh, they still get Black History when come over here because this teacher is very blackity black. So I'm always integrating Black History, always throwing it out there, especially because I work with Black and brown babies. So I'ma always make sure that for these Black kids to understand that you come from excellence.
That's right.
And also with the Black girls, my biggest thing is I tell them all the time because people will look at me, oh, you got colorful hair, you got long nails, you lack intelligence, but baby, I got a master's plus. Play with somebody else.
Come on, Zion.
So I always tell the kids, like, you can look however you want to look and you can be successful. And when you walk into a room, you better make sure you be yourself, head up high, and make sure you shift the energy because I don't play that. I always speak that over all the kids. Like, yeah, especially the young Black girls because the self-esteem is in the basement.
It's needed.
But, yeah, I let them know. We don't play that around here. When you walk in the room, you better know the energy going to shift. Because I know when I walk in the room, the energy going to change.
That's what the men tell you all the time. Ain't that what they tell you all the time? That's what they say. That's what they say in them foil vestes. That's what they be saying. She shifted the atmosphere.
Before we close out our show, so we always close out our show with words of wisdom. And I want to make sure that you put out your how people can get in contact with you, your social media, and give us any new projects you got coming up. Anything's coming up.
Well, all social media is Davon Fleming Official. Booking Davon Fleming Official at gmail.com. What's coming up? Everything's coming up. I'm just so busy that COH mixtape is coming up soon. We're working on that. Jennifer, stay booked. So anytime you see her, most times you see her, you'll be seeing me in the background. The play Blinded by Brandon Fields in Baltimore, Maryland. That's coming up on the 18th. My goal is just to stay busy. As busy as I can for as long as I can. The words of encouragement or wisdom would be, whatever you do in this life, just make sure you love it. Whether you want to be the trash man, you be the best fucking trash man. You want to be the president, just strive for something, believe in something. Have a goal, have an ambition, work towards something. Don't be content and satisfied in just what you see around you or what you're told you have to be. Whatever you want to do, you can definitely achieve it. I know it sounds cliche, but I'm a product of it. Definitely from the hood, and I made something of myself because I believed in who I was and what I was doing. So whatever you want to do, whoever you want to be, go for it wholeheartedly and go hard. You're going to have a lot of people tell you what you can't do. Get used to that. And don't let the closed doors stop you because all it takes is one door that can really create a wave of ongoing opportunities. So just be who you are authentically because authenticity always wins. Be yourself. Like Sheila said, just walk in the room knowing who you are. And have a solid foundation because a lot of times people walk into places, industries, or whatever one way and leave a completely different person because they don't have a foundation. So just know who you are and walk in full confidence. That would be it. So good. Oh, really? I'm writing a book. Writing a book, huh? Funded by somebody, but no. It's the best advice I can give.
Oh, it's my turn. All right, I'm going to look at the people today. Okay, so just thinking about who we have here in front of us, be confident but be humble. That's my thing for this week because when you know who you are and you stand firm in who you are, you literally can change the trajectory of your life, but also still remain humble. So be confident, walk into that room with your head held high, shift the energy, change the movement, change whatever it is that you feel like is necessary, but always do it with a sense of humility because your humbleness will take you farther in life because that is how your name gets brought up in rooms before you even walk through the door. So as we continue to transition into this next season, think about the things, hone in on your talents, hone in on your gift, hone in on the dreams and the things that you want to achieve, and walk in and do those things with confidence, but remain humble. And always remember to live fearless.
Love that.
Oh, it's on me. Okay. I want to say just a moment of divine alignment because earlier this week I gave one of my brothers their flowers because he's a local chef. He's worked with a number of celebrities, cooked for a number of celebrities, and he had a weekly brunch out at the Romans out Fairfax. And so in the post, I told him, your hard work and dedication has put your names in rooms before you've walked in them. And so just hearing both of y'all say, that's alignment. Mm-hmm. I also want to say is, because we're all fighting our own battles in our own different ways, stop being upset if someone is not showing up for you the way that you expect them to. Mm-hmm. Be mindful of others and make you a priority. Sometimes your friends are not going to be able to show up in the capacity that you need them or want them to. Allow them grace. And talk to the lady. Talk to the lady. If you have someone in your corner to talk to, fellas, we done already told y'all, you need to talk to somebody as well. Sometimes the people closest to you are not going to have the best advice for you.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you have people in your corner that don't want to see you doing better than them. So please make sure that you have or are able to build a safe space with someone that you can depend on, and make sure you make you a priority. We thank y'all for tuning in this week, having our special guest, Mr. Davon Fleming.
Oh yeah.
Next week we're gonna hit y'all with a couple different topics. I can't wait for us in this season 7. We thank y'all for joining us, and we will see y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.